Good evening, students, and welcome to my next video on Total English. In this video, we are going to discuss the answers of question 3 of Specimen paper 9. So let's start with question 3, section A. The first sentence has been done for you. Let's start with the next one. This institute is the best place to learn cooking. The answer is no other place is better than this institute to learn cooking. No other place is better than this institute to learn cooking. The second one. Both my brothers are not interested in joining the family business. The answer is neither of my brothers is interested in joining the family business. Neither of my brothers is interested in joining the family business. Chinese food is liked by the people all over the world. The answer is people all over the world like Chinese food. Full stop. People all over the world like Chinese food. The fourth one. The music teacher was put in charge of organizing the concert. The answer is the music teacher was given the charge of organizing the concert. The music teacher was given the charge of organizing the concert. Moving ahead and coming to the fifth one, the farmer is unlikely to have a bumper crop this year. The answer is it is unlikely that the farmer will have a bumper crop this year. It is unlikely that the farmer will have a bumper crop this year. Sixth one. One must take a bath every day. One cannot but take a bath every day. One cannot but take a bath every day. The seventh one. The mechanic was examining my bike. The answer is my bike was being examined by the mechanic. My bike was being examined by the mechanic. The next one. That is the eighth one. Nobody I know can give me tuition. I don't know anybody who can give me tuition. I don't know anybody who can give me tuition. Ninth one. The pen is mightier than the sword. The sword is not as mighty as the pen. The sword is not as mighty as the pen. The 10th one. If you need help, contact the office. The principal advised the parents. The parents were advised by the principal to contact the office if they needed help. Full stop. The parents were advised by the principal to contact the office if they needed help. With this, we come to the end of exercise A. Moving ahead to section B. Fill in each blank with a suitable word. We appealed to her for help. To appeal to somebody means to request or ask for something, right? So that the answer would be appealed to. He appealed against the judgment. To appeal against means when you go to the higher court to change the ruling which has been made by a lower court. So that is appeal against. The wound opened up and started bleeding. The wound opened up and started bleeding. The fourth one. The street opened into a small square. Open into means to lead into some place or lead into something. So that means opened into. The fifth one, the timely rain brings forth good crops. To bring forth means to cause something to happen. So the timely rain brings forth good crops. His business brings in a lot of money. Bring in means to give profit, to produce profit, or to produce good returns. That means bring in. So the answer of the sixth one would be his business brings in a lot of money. Seventh one, the proposal was ruled out for being too expensive. To rule out something means to officially declare that something is not possible or you cannot do something, something is not suitable. So that means to rule out. The proposal was ruled out for being too expensive. So it was decided and it was declared officially that the proposal cannot be accepted, right? It's impossible. He once ruled over a vast empire. Ruled over. Ruled over means he was the king. These are matters that bear on the welfare of the entire family. Bear on means to have an effect on something. On something. So these are the matters that bear on. The next one, that is the last one. If you will bear with me for half an hour, I will answer your query. Bear with means to be patient and to be tolerant towards somebody. Or that means bear with. Okay, so moving ahead to the next exercise, that is C, part C. A frog was hopping around a farmyard. The answer to the first one will be was hopping. When it decided, the answer to the second blank would be decided to investigate the barn. Being somewhat careless and maybe a little too curious, he ended up falling. The answer to the third blank would be falling into a pail half filled with fresh milk. As he swam, the answer to the fourth blank would be swam. As he swam about attempting, the answer to the fifth blank would be attempting to reach the top of the pail, he found. The answer to the sixth blank would be found. He found that the sides of the pail were too high and steep to reach. He tried to stretch his back legs to push off the bottom of the pail, but found it too deep. But this frog was determined. It will be determined. The answer to the seventh blank would be determined not to give up. And he continued to struggle. Eighth one would be to struggle. He kicked and squirmed until at last all his churning about in the milk had turned. The answer to the ninth one would be had turned. He had turned the milk into a big hunk of butter. The butter was now solid enough for him to climb. The answer to the 10th one would be to climb onto and get out of the pail. With this, we come to the end of this exercise. Thanks for watching. And if you liked the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.